Scene one, take one, action. Okay, cool. So tell me your name and surname.
Tell you my name and surname. My name is Tutugane Kumali.
I'm from.
I'm from Soweto, Shawela.
And what do you do?
I'm a I'm a I'm a guy with no CV, right? But then I'm an actor. I'm a runner to a production company. I wanna start my own production company, and you know, yeah. I also like mini direct some other things, so I'm an aspiring director too.
And when you say you're a man with no CV, what does that mean?
That means that means you can't box me. You know, yeah, you can't box me. I do not have any form of specific skill where I specialize in, you know. So whichever way you need me, I'm there. You need a gaffer, I'm there. You need a cameraman, I'm there. You need an actor, I'm there. So like yeah, it goes with the feeling though. Yeah.
So, as a child growing up in Soweto, how would you describe your mindset based on your community?
As a child growing up in Soweto, how would I describe my mindset?
Mm.
Well, my mindset is different from Soweto actually, because Sowetan mindset is actually stagnant, the same, boxed. You're not even allowed freedom or be able to be opinionated, about stuff. Like nje, we out, we hamba straight. So I'm more like grabbing, grabbing whatever it's not even from Soweto, whatever mindset I get. So my mindset is more about growing. Let me say, can I say it in that way?
Sure.
Growing, yeah, yeah. So being cool like out. Yeah, that's what I do.
So, with you saying Kuti, the mindset of a normal person in Soweto is stagnant, is that the opinion you have on the youth who live in Soweto right now? That they're more stagnant than they are
Yeah,
thinking forward?
yeah. I think it's best of both. You do have rebels out there. You do have those who are free to think. You do have your guys who are willing to change, everything. Yeah, you do have your freedom fighters, you do have whatever. The thing is, we live under parents who are stagnant, they're boxed, they're oppressed. So it's hard. It's hard to grow up under that supervision in life, you know. Awuvumile like akekho umuntu ozoba there for wena to advise you on anything. So it's more like black child, you're on your own. Yeah.
When you say parents kind of like box you, what do you mean by that? Mainly.
So what they do is they dictate your life, you know. They bring you into their life. So you actually ayikho into ekumele uyenze emhlabeni than to be what they've been, than to walk the footsteps they've been. You follow their footsteps, kahle kahle. That's what they only see. They don't give you the freedom to create your own. Yabo. So kunzima, like kunzima, because if you ever come with an opinion or anything that is different from what they know, they crush that. You're crazy to them. And it's dismissive, it's disrespectful. See, so abafuni ube wuwe. They don't want you to be yourself. They just want you to be themselves. So I cannot change. Like there's no growth, as I emphasize growth. You just have to define yourself, for yourself, what type of a growth, you know. So like it's more like that. It's more like that.
Okay. So what you just told me right now, I'm building an opinion that the youth in Soweto have no development.
Yes.
Not only
I,
because of where they are, but also their own households, in their own homes, they are being fought. Like they are being told what to do. They are forced to conform in their own
Conform.
homes. They
Yes,
have no
yes,
freedom.
yes. They are forced to conform to that. You know, the youth. There's no any form of development. It may be the system, it may be the parents, it may be whatever that's oppressing them. Whatever it is, it's there. It exists. You know. So it's more about defining that problem, and you can paint out many things, so many things, so many things. You can even blame them for being like not having the will to fight or being cowards, you know. So you can blame, or we can point out many things, but then the thing is, it's more about coming up with a solution, you know. It's more about coming up with a plan. It's more about doing something about it. That's that's actually the way I see it, though. Yeah.
Just chill out. Was it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, yeah,
Rato. Okay, cool.
yeah.
It's out of it this one. Okay, what is your
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
finds hamburger? No.
Yeah.
What is your socio-economic stance? No, socio-economic stance.
What is my social economic stance?
Mm.
I'm a I'm a I'm a I'm a hybrid dog. Like, I'm best of both. I'm a communist by heart. I'm a capitalist by mind. I don't know if there's a word for them combined. Probably it's socialism. I'm a socialist, if that's the word. But then,
Okay, let's cut that real quick. Let me ask you a question again.
oh yeah,
What is your socio-economic stance?
I'm a hybrid. I'm the best of both, actually. Okay, that's how I perceive it. I'm a communist by heart. I'm a capitalist by mind. You know, if there's a word for that, I'm that. Maybe socialism. I'm not sure about socialism, but then I'm even for that. Like, I cannot like vindicate each and every term of it, because I understand them all, and it's more about me using them in my way, you know, not in their term, in my terms. So you cannot box me.
Okay, so as far as I know, in terms of economic stance, right, there's so in terms of economic stance, right,
Yeah,
there's capitalism and there's communism.
yeah, yeah. Get your money, black man.
So in terms of economic status,
Yeah,
I mean stance, economic stance,
yeah,
there's the communist and capitalist.
yeah.
They both have different but defined meanings. So what do you mean when you say like yo, you don't go by their meanings? What is your meaning? Let's go with communism. What is your meaning of communism?
I understand that communism, it's
Let's
more
cut that
often.
real quick.
Okay.
Remember to repeat my question.
Okay.
Because my question is not going to repeat. It's only you speaking.
Oh
So
yeah.
when you repeat my question, you already understand what you're answering to. Instead of you listening to the answer, you don't really understand.
Oh, okay. Can't you like write the question before?
You know, but it's too challenging. I like when you having a conversation and not build on it.
Oh,
And then
okay.
yeah. So okay, in terms of economic stance, I understand it to be two different but defined meanings. So when you say that you don't go by the meanings that other people give it, I don't know what's your stance on that. How can you define communism in your own words?
So how can I define communism? So communism and capitalism are two different terms and defiance. So how would I define them? And how would I define communism? Okay. Okay, there's a actual meaning for it, the Soviet meaning for it, you know. And then basically, to summarize it, it's more about sharing, economic share to everyone, no matter what position you're at, what input you give out, we just share the wealth. Yeah, I accept that. And then when it comes to capitalism, it's more privatization. I own what I do. I reap the products of what I've sold. You know, it's even fair because you work for it, you benefit from it. I also see that, and to come down and like pinpoint the two, I kind of like feel like capitalism can be greedy, especially if you have a what you call head start, or especially if you have a head start. Capitalism can be greedy. Communism is fair. Okay, it might be fair. It depends, because I might put in a lot of work, you put in less work, but we still eat the same. You know, it's unfair in some other ways. So I try to like fuse both of them. Like, okay, let's all work. Let's all get a share, right? But then you have to put in an impact. You have to put in the work. You know, if we are spanner, uzodla dog, and it depends on the way uspanner ngakhona. I should not limit you. Akumelanga ngikuvalele, akumelanga close ama-channels, gates and everything. No, you have to like work for whatever position you want to acquire. You know, so you can tell by capitalism right now, they monopolize everything. There is no share for anyone. And
Full support.
yes. Yeah, we don't have the resources, minerals, or whatever you can call it, to support our ideas, our dreams, whatever. We don't even have the education at most point. You know, you can come up with a brilliant idea with an app. Oh, we need an app to do this and that and so on. But then you didn't even go to school because they charge you at school. That's why fees must fall. You know, to give us the opportunity to learn. You know, so it's more like that. Life is hard for an African child wherever you go, but it's actually quite stupid to look at it in South Africa, because this is our land. Actually, this is our native land, but we just don't own anything. We just don't own anything. You go to India, Indians have the wealth. Indians dictate India. You go to China, Chinese dictate China. They are rich, they are the government, everything. It's Chinese. You go to Europe, it's still the same. Europeans control Europe, whether it's through finance, economy, government, whatever form, it's theirs. You come to South Africa, this is our land. We don't even own land. We don't even own banks. We don't even own retail shops. We don't even own media. We don't own anything. We just don't own. All we're crying for is share to some sort of form of position, BEE. That's where they put us. And if you can even look at BEE, BEE supports all blacks who are regarded as blacks. You have the Indians, you have the coloreds, you have the Africans. Who benefit so much from BEE? It's the Indians, it's the coloreds, not the Africans. So you find yourself in a place where it's, wherever you go, an African populated place, it's not a safe place. There's crime, there's starvation, there's poverty, there's violence, there's all sorts of those things. So you can't even grow them. You can even build a library, a computer class. The computers are straight gonna be stolen, man. That's how it is. That's how it is. You can't even blame them. Can you blame a person who never had anything? Someone who's trying to eat. You don't. You don't. Because actually there should be a study. There should be a study of a mind of a hungry person. There should be a study. It might prove something. Because these people aren't mentally stupid. They aren't stupid. They know this is something to build for the youth. But right now, a mind of a black person doesn't think about the future. It thinks about the now. Because he's hungry now. He or she is hungry now. They want to eat now, not in the future. You can't even blame them. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just sad.
Peace or power?
Okay, define apartheid in your own words.
Apartheid is basically it's a struggle that South Africa had back then due to multiracial conflict. So apartheid is basically a fight that was going on back then, and since we have independence, there's no apartheid now. We're into a new democratic South Africa.
What impact do you think it left then and it's leaving now?
I feel like back then it caused a lot of damage because multiracial people could not relate. The blacks and the whites were separated. So I feel like back then it was bad, but now I feel like it's much better because there are no fights. There's civilization happening. So yeah, I feel like we are a much peaceful nation.
Do you think the fact that you were raised by parents with the apartheid ideology affects you?
I feel like it affects me because some of the things that I relate to, they cannot relate to. Because you find out that they have their own rules, morals and values, and I have my own morals and values. So, yeah, it does in a way.
But don't their morals and values rub off onto you?
But I tend to go against them. Yeah.
In your own perspective, do you think inequality caused by apartheid will ever come to an end, economically and socially?
I feel like it won't come to an end. I feel like it has reduced, but it won't come to an end. Because, yes, we are in a democratic South Africa, but like people still have racial issues. So I feel like there will be less equality.
Do you have any final thoughts?
I just feel like we should just brush off that mentality of apartheid, basically. But yeah, other than that, those are my views.
Now, even after a century, So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Lastly, what do you think is gonna happen maybe in 30 years to come? Do you think apartheid is not gonna be there anymore, or is something that's gonna last forever?
Well, that's a good question. You see, I think if black people use the opportunities that they have now, even though it still exists, I think in 30 years there would not be any form of marginalization, oppression, such things, because now if black people take it upon themselves to use the opportunities, they can, what they can do is, such thing as generational wealth. They can at least save up some money, so that their little ones can inherit money, and that way they won't feel, marginalized, because they're gonna have all the money their parents had, and obviously their standard of living will be, good. It would be really, really good, actually. So yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.